character who so desperately wants to escape his past. He so desperately wants to escape the legacy that he's been left with. And that legacy is this kind of very insular, again, a hometown religious fervor that is associated with the South American states. But as this lovely image shows us, that sign in the background, he's preaching against religion. He's making up his own religion, which is anti-religion, which is against Christ. But in the background, there is that sign saying, basically, I'm pulling you back in. You will have to live your legacy. So there's something that Flannery O'Connor wants us to think about how much we are shaped by the past. And that's a real Gothic theme, the sins of the fathers. That you can't in some way escape this specter of history of the past, your own familial history and the larger histories around you. So this is about characters some desperately trying to escape and some who have given up the battle of escaping their own past. And so there's really, part of that insularity is that there's a sense in the novel, there's these really bizarre characters. They're so Hogarthian. They're so carnivalesque. They are really weird. And we get a sense of their interiority. That is, we get a sense of how they believe, some of them, that they must do something. There's a character who his blood talks to him. That's what he says. My blood is telling me I need to do this. My blood is saying it's going to happen today. My blood is saying I should go and make this happen. It seems really strange to us, but that thing, there's these really small bits that get us to think about those larger issues. So the focus on blood is in the title. The focus on eyesight. There's a lot of play in this film with glasses, and there's blindness is this dominant theme. And in the name of the main character, it's a play on sight and blindness. So being blind to things that are right in front of us. Again, how our past makes us actually see things in different ways than other people. And the last thing I'll say, and then we can discuss this later, this is a film that is really about the body in a lot of ways too. I'm trying I don't want to give away some really, has anyone seen this film, by the way? No one's seen this film?
Yeah, I've seen it when it first came out.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay, did you like it when it first came out?
I didn't understand it. I was about 18.
Okay, it'll be interesting to see how you respond to this time. It was a critically acclaimed film. It's a critically acclaimed film. It's becoming again. It's been re-released. But when it first came out, it didn't do very well. And a lot of critics now say, I wonder why that is, because they see it as something which should have had its day in the 70s. So I'm not going to say anything more about that. But so I'll just say, if you just pay attention to how Houston represents the body and the discussions about the body and how people experience living in their body. There's a lot of play about that other big issue about the mind-body connection. And there is really interesting psychologies here. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it. Don't blame me if you don't. It's different.